Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to another edition of Monday Night Con. Now, before we get anywhere, we need to address what happened here last week. People have been calling it the Monday Night Screwjob. Let's take a look. Aled Thomas was in position to hit the blindside kick, and after he does land his vicious finishing maneuver, the referee does as he was instructed and counts to the 1, 2, 3. Now, normally this would signal the end of the match, but this was a 2 out of 3 falls match. Technically speaking, this match should still be going on right now. You're damn right! You're damn right it should be going on right now. I should still be the World Heavyweight Champion. What kind of BS show are you running here, Con? Shane, calm down. I get you're mad, but I am still your boss. You lower that tone when you are talking to me. See? You wouldn't have stormed here and ruined my shot. You would have found out what it is I was about to say. See, Shane, I know injustice happened here last week. I'm not an idiot, but I don't approve of who approved that win. But you best believe me, I am working hard to find out who screwed you over. But Shane, since you want to step in my face and question what type of show I run, why don't I make a little match? You're going to head down to that ring right now and face my little pet project, Stephen B. Now get the hell out of my face, you ungrateful failure. Shane, what did you just do? What did you just do? Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, the former World Heavyweight Champion just attacked the general manager of Monday Night Con. This isn't good, and now Shane the Gamer has to come down here and face the pet project? Face the pet project of General Manager Con? What is Shane gonna do? How is he gonna win this one? How is there any way Shane walks out of here still alive? I don't get it. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome here, I guess I should say, to Monday Night Con. I'm your host, Conman167, and today's show is going to be a good one, to say the least. Now, it is extremely hot in this room right here. I mean, it's like nearly 25, 26 degrees outside, and if my camera looks a little bit redder than normal, I believe it's because of the blue shirt that I am wearing right here, so... yeah, if you happen to see a sweaty Con Man and he looks like he's a bit of a different color, those could be the two reasons why. But here we go, everybody. The former World Heavyweight Champion who was screwed out of the world title just 1 week ago, Shane the Gamer, has to face this behemoth. Oh no.
And his opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 412 pounds, Stephen B.
This is not good. Shane the Gamer, man, making his debut here on Monday Night Con, it is Stephen B, and just the mood has changed. The pet project of General Manager Con from CMU Dark. He once said that these two were going to dominate CMU Dark. Well, of course, now that CMU Dark is folded, he needed a brand to appear on. And of course, General Manager Con was going to bring his pet project onto his brand here on Monday nights. So, tonight, Shane the Gamer faces a very, very tough task in Stephen B. And that silhouette, man, that tells you all you need to know. He is an intimidating man. And it's just scary looking at him. Very, very scary. But here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a lot of great matchups ahead. Our main event is going to be a women's battle royal for the #1 contendership of the women's championship. So all the women are going to get a nice little opportunity to fight for that opportunity at the title. But here we go, everybody. The match that we are starting things off with, Stephen B versus Shane the Gamer. And if you are Shane, I don't know if there is any chance in hell you walk out of here with the win. I know you're a former world heavyweight champion, but this is a behemoth. Look at the sheer size difference between Shane and Steven. And Shane is no slouch in the ring at all, but he's being dwarfed here by Steven early on. But now a couple shots to the face there from Shane the Gamer. Nice uppercut reversal, although he was just shoved to the ground by this mammoth Mack truck. Steven, however, looks like Shane the Gamer hits a nice DDT. Oh, come on. No way. No. 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 No, 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 no. Shane, come on, dude. Stop it. Don't look up there. It's the freaking world heavyweight champion. It's a Led Thomas. Oh, god damn it, man. Damn it. The blind side kick to Shane the Gamer, and a Led Thomas just walks out of there. Count of 2, and Stephen B almost picked up the victory. But Shane kicks out at 2.5. So the former world heavyweight champion has just been taken out by the man who screwed him out of the title. A Led Thomas with that world heavyweight championship now firmly etched across his shoulders. He is now taking the onslaught, the offense, I should say, to Shane the Gamer. But take a look at this. Oh my god, 3 knees to the face there, 4 knees, and down goes Shane. And this mammoth Mack truck, Stephen B, is just unloading here early on in the matchup. Obviously, a big assist has to go to a Led Thomas early here, but Shane the Gamer right now getting work from Stephen B. But into the corner now, Shane, ooh, with a forearm to his face as well. I'm going to give him a little bit of a mat burn there, dragging his carcass to the center of the ring. Now down to the cover, count of 1, but a kick out from Stephen B. He just sat up like it was nothing. He sat up like it was nothing. But now, butterfly bomb, the strength from Shane the Gamer. How in the world did he do that? And now he's going to try to load up the bullet kick. Stephen B's in a lot of trouble. Stephen B, oh, he moves out of the way of the bullet kick. But a reversal from Shane the Gamer. Now a kick to the midsection. Shane the Gamer gets reversed into the corner though. Oh, and Stephen B right back on the offense again. And just squishing Shane the Gamer. And he's ready to put him away for good. Oh no. 7-foot bomb. It's over. What? Oh, yeah. It looked like Shane the Gamer's bottom hand was underneath the bottom rope, and that allowed Shane the Gamer to kick out of that thing just in the nick of time. But, I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? God, Stephen B is strong. So freaking strong. Just look at this already. This is a former world heavyweight champion that he is decimating at the moment. The pet project of Conman is going to work right now on the former world champ. But now Shane the Gamer turns him right around. Side Russian leg sweep. That's a big time maneuver there. And Shane's got to stay on the offense, man. I know a Led Thomas attacked you just a little bit earlier, but you have to stay on this offense. Shane with a heel kick. Off the ropes. Back drop kick. There you go, Shane. Another back drop kick. Okay. And float around neck breaker. Shane the Gamer's actually fighting in this matchup somehow. I don't know how he's still in this thing, but is he going for another butterfly bomb? Ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, butterfly bomb again. And Shane the Gamer now, that's going to allow him to load up his finishing maneuver. Oh, but Stephen B continues to fight out of all the things that Shane offers here tonight. But 3 back elbows to the side of the head. Shane the Gamer now, forearm to the face in the corner. You don't want to be there if you are Stephen B. And I think Shane the Gamer's going to show us exactly why right now. Shane Going for a little murder suplex delivered. Wow. That had to hurt. No way that felt good. And now Shane the Gamer just got to get Stephen B back into the ring. But did Stephen B just eat the chop? Now a kick to the midsection. Stephen B is no-selling all the offense. Knee to the face, kick. No way, 2 kicks. And he just bowls over the former World Heavyweight Champion again like he's nothing. Taking all of the offense from Shane the Gamer and just no-sells him, now throwing back inside the ring. And look at this offense. Oh, face first off the hardest part of the ring. And Stephen B dragging Shane the Gamer to the center. Oh no! The deadlift, military press. No, Shane the Gamer just get dropped. That is over 7 feet in the air. Over 7 feet in the air Shane the Gamer was just dropped from. And now Stephen B goes to the cover. Count of 1, 2. But a kick out. What? What a matchup to start off the show here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But Stephen B, I don't think he's done yet. Shane the Gamer, though, with a headbutt. The man who used to be the champion, still fighting for the 3rd time. Butterfly bomb. He goes to the cover. Count of 2. But Stephen B kicks out of that one still. And Stephen B is still in this matchup. Rolls away from Shane the Gamer. No! No! 7-foot bomb. 1, 2, 3. Stephen B just beat the former World Heavyweight Champion in Shane the Gamer. Oh, God. That 7-foot bomb, yo, that's scary. He hit it twice in this matchup, but look at this. Shane the Gamer fought his ass off, right? He hit that murder suplex, which is what we've been calling those suplexes to the outside of the ring. And I think at this point, though, when Stephen B deadlifted Shane the Gamer above his head, oh, I just hit my microphone. That's basically all she wrote for Shane. Wow. Oh, but here we go. Members matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this thing. Yeah. All right, members matchup. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure some of you are aware, we now have morphed the members division right here into Monday Night Con and Wednesday Night Bob. But if you take a look just below my face cam any second here, it's going to pop up. There they are. There we go. You can see the members rankings right now. They look pretty good, pretty solid. So right now, the number 5 ranked ELK is going to be taking on the number 7 ranked Jacob Toon. Now, Jacob Toon, as you can see, he's got that green arrow signaling he's on the up and up. Elk, however, is still exactly where he has been for a little bit at that number 5 rank. The former members champion who only held on to that title for a tiny bit, didn't even successfully defend it once, gets another shot here to try to amount to the top of the rankings to take on the current members champion, Tevin Walker, the man who took the title from ELK. So here we go, everybody. Members exclusive match, and if you would like to be featured in the members division with the members rankings and the members championship, you guys can click on that join button down below to consider becoming a member. And speaking of a member, here is a superstar who has been taking over the channel over the last little bit. He finally has a win underneath him, and he is moving up those rankings. He's been solid. He beat down Rey Mysterio. He had a little bit of a rivalry with Braden Sports, but now after winning that triple threat match, he has etched himself as a superstar to watch moving forward. It seems like he's gotten his legs underneath him, and what a win tonight. For Jacob Toon, it would be if he can find a way to knock off the former members champion, you know, like We talk about how the rankings are so tight right now. That could leapfrog him from all the way down there up to above Elk. He could even leapfrog him at number 5, maybe even move into the top 4 contention for the members title. Jacob Toon, a win right here is massive for his career. And I think that he's going to pull this off. I have a feeling he's going to do it. I really do. But here we go, everybody. And remember, if you are watching along in the Premier chat, let me know who you think's going to win this members matchup. Either type 1 for ELK or type 2 for Jacob Toon. And just a really quick shout out to all of my members. Thank you for making this series possible, and thank you for directly supporting the channel by becoming a member. You know, there's 3 options to become a member, and whether you are the basic supporter, whether you're a part of the main eventer tab, or whether you're part of Legends Row, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to do this type of thing here where I run a universe mode with made-up characters. It's a ton of fun, and thank you for all of your support. But here we go. Let's continue talking about this matchup. So, like I said before, the former members champion does have a lot of skill. He's actually a former United States champion as well. He's had some rivalries with some of the top-tier superstars here inside of the CMU. You know, he's not a slouch. He's definitely not a slouch. And just the fact that he picked up 4 pinfalls at Conmania inside that members championship 30-minute 8-man Iron Man match, he has found ways to pick up pinfalls over many superstars as well. So tonight, I don't think we should be counting Elk out necessarily, but I feel that Jacob Toon just has that momentum underneath his skin right now. I don't know. It's just my thoughts. But Jacob Toon now throws him into the corner and a back clothesline. Down goes the ELK. And there you go. Into the cover, count of 1. Kick out by Elk. Uppercut there. Back elbow delivered. And look at this. He's just going to go a little dirty. Jacob Toon definitely doesn't play by the rules. Moving his hands right across the face in a scraping sort of motion, you know, an eye rake. Now, referee, I know you're not Scott, all right? I know you're not Scott with 1 T. But, oh my God, there's the neck breaker to ELK. Is that it? Count of 1, count of 2, but a kick out from Elk. Yeah, like, dude, I know you're not Scott with 1 T, so you're more of a reliable referee. But still, you've had your flaws to this point, and I don't want to see any mistakes in this matchup, Mr. Referee. All right? We need a name for this referee. Oh, Elk moving across the back. There, though, reversing him nicely, and then dropping Jacob Toon right on the side of his head. Is Elk looking for a big-time maneuver? He totally is. Nice snapmare, and Jacob falls pretty hard. Wait, what is Elk looking for? What is Elk looking for? What is Elk looking for? Elk! What in the hell? Oh my God! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spins in the center of the ring from the natural ELK as he spun him into oblivion. Count of 1, count of 2. Kick out by Jacob Toon. Wow, this is awesome. What a matchup. These are the types of matchups that you can only get in the members matchup. And you must be a member. Once again, nice little plug. Hey, yo. But Elk into the corner. Oh, spinning back kick counters him right out of there. And Jacob Toon gets countered as well. Elk gets wrestled back again by the much stronger Toon and a clothesline. He tuned him up right there, but moving out of the way really quickly. ELK. Did he just take him down? No way! The natural lock is in. The natural lock is in. It's locked in pretty deep right now. Is it enough to tap out? Jacob Toon, is he going to tap? No, he finds a way out of that one. And now Elk scoops him right back up. Looking for maybe, a nice driver into the corner. Following it up with a running power slam. One that would make Braun Strowman proud. Now down to the cover. Is it enough? Count of 1. Kick out by Jacob. But I think Elk has one more move. Is it the boot? Is it the big boot? Here comes Elk. Oh, no, he was looking for that flippin' DDT, but Jacob Toon countered him right away. Now Jacob lifts him up on his shoulders. What is this? Oh, a little backbreaker from Jacob Toon. And I think Jacob wants to put him away now for good. ELK in a lot of trouble. Stomp to the face. Jacob. Oh, natural ELK with a big-time reversal. That's why they call him the natural. And he's starting to lose his mind just a little bit, doing a little jivvy dance right there. And now lifting him up, drop kick to the chest. Here comes E. There's the L. Follows it up with the little K. K stands for crossbody. Yep, crossbody with a K. Now we're going to go into the corner, and I think the ELK is looking for that big-ass boot. Is it enough? Wait. Elk electing for something else? Elk doesn't know what he's doing. Elk, I'm not sure if he knew what he was doing. He took way too long. Jacob Toon with a shoulder tackle reversal. No way. Is it Elk? Is it going to be his own undoing to this matchup? I think Elk is going to be the own man who cost him this match. Elk just got tuned up to the cover. 1, 2, and Jacob Toon has defeated the natural ELK. Woo! What a match. What a match. Yay. Man, oh man, that was actually really solid. But just like that, Jacob Toon moves up the rankings even further. Now, we will obviously bring you your up-to-date rankings either on Wednesday Night Bob or once again on Monday Night Con. Not sure if it's going to be a weekly thing or if we are just going to be showing the rankings for every single member's matchup. I feel like that's the case we are going to go with, just showing the rankings every time there's a member's matchup, but still, not entirely sure. Still getting a feel for how I want to run and edit and make the shows feel, right? But big time win right here for Jacob Toon. Seriously, that pushes him dangerously close to the members championship already. Just like that, 2 big wins in the members matchup, it's enough. It's enough to build your momentum moving forward. And I think, you know, if he strings together a couple more wins, a couple more big wins, he could be the #1 contender for the members championship. But regardless, congratulations to Jacob Toon. Oh, that was so much fun last week. I had each of you fooled. No one thought the King would make such a large impact this quickly on Monday nights. But I have been all the fans can talk about. I dominate the conversation, and that is because people know damn well I am the next world heavyweight champion. It's just a matter of time. Now, Aled, I want you to think real hard about how important that title is to you. I mean, you won it on a fluke. Sure, you can channel and focus that energy towards Shane, but the truth is, he isn't even close to being your biggest threat. I am. So hold on to that championship tight, Aled, because next week right here on Monday Night Con, I make an even bigger impact. A royal impact. All hail King Taylor. What's a royal impact? What in the hell is a royal impact? We don't know. But anyways, everybody, it's time for the 10-year veteran. 10 years. 10 years it took me to get to this point. 10 years to pick up my first win at WrestleMania. 10 years to become somebody, and yet somehow Justin Beverly has all the spotlight. Was he the one who took an incredible amount of punishment during the tag team trials? No, I was. I made our team, and he just cruised along for the ride. Look, I'm not bitter, but the fact is that I beat him at WrestleMania, and he is now the Intercontinental Champion, and that makes me sick. How has he been getting granted opportunities after opportunities? Like, you guys are getting sick of him too. You boo Justin every single time he comes out, and I don't blame you. He's fake, selfish, and most importantly, he doesn't give two craps about any of you. Now let's face it, we haven't even seen eye to eye, even a tiny bit here, with myself in the Conman universe. We got off to a bit of a rocky start, but after my performance last week against Hunter Hand, and after my performance here tonight against D&D, I hope to have won some of you over. This is for each and every one of you. Now watch the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship go to work. Well, there you go, everybody. The 10-year veteran, Johnny Souza, ready to go to work. He's ready. But he has to take on a pretty strong opponent here tonight.
And his opponent,
in the name
from
of
Atlanta,
D&D.
weighing in at 204 pounds, D&D.
So yeah, some strong words there from the 10-year veteran, Johnny Souza. He's the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. That thing is true. However, I'm not entirely sure what this change of heart from Johnny Souza has been, because let's be real here, he was kind of a dick to the fans during his whole entire feud with Justin Beverly, but now it seems that Justin Beverly has grown tired of the fans, and Johnny Souza sees this opportunity to slide in there and be their fan favorite. I don't know if the fans are going to buy it or not, but he says that this match is for each and every one of you. But if you're watching along in the chat, what do you think? Is Johnny Souza a good guy, or is Johnny Souza faker than Justin Beverly? What do you think? Let me know in the live premiere chat. But time for D&D versus Johnny Souza. This should be a good one. And again, it's like 1,000 degrees in here. I've got this little fan on, but it's not enough to keep me cool. I forgot how warm the summer is with all these lights in my office. But here we go. Johnny Souza starts things off right there against D&D. Ooh, elbow to the midsection there, and a forearm knocks him back just a little bit. Yeah, D&D, this would be an incredible win for him, though, because D&D, he's got potential. You know, he's got a lot of potential, and I see actually a lot of fans in here who support D&D on a regular weekly basis. They want to see more D&D, 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 right? They chant him in the live crowd. They chant him in the live chat. They want to see D&D. But he has yet to really pick up any monumental, meaningful wins. He's just kind of been here so far, and, well, it's okay to just kind of be here for the ride and be here for all the smiles, laughs, and the travel, but you got to win at some point. And especially when you have the fan support that you do, you know, you got to pick up the wins. So D&D here tonight, this is a massive, massive match for him, because a win over Johnny Souza would put him firmly in the mid-card title hunt for that Intercontinental Championship. But I think he's got a long way to go. Slowly lifting him up to his feet. Now Johnny Souza thrown into the corner, and a drop kick knocks him down. But gonna work him right here, lifts him up, and a free fall drop into a modified powerbomb. Just rolls through that one. And now Johnny Souza lifted up once again into the corner. And D&D's just gonna go back in there, look to deal out a little bit more punishment, but there's the reversal from Johnny Souza. And just look at Souza driving the boot across the face. I don't think he's a changed man. Look at this crap, this garbage right here, driving the boot into his face again. That's not stuff that a babyface champion can do. And you know what, Johnny Souza, I know you're not no champion right now, but yeah, I have a really tough time wanting to root for you if you get all the way to the championship picture. I think it would be a damn shame to see Johnny Souza take that title away from Justin Beverly this early on in Beverly's title reign. Souza, though, jawbreaker right there to D&D. Clothesline attempt, but hung up on the top rope. And Souza is getting worked right here. Maybe that win last week over Hunter Hand was a fluke. Right hand from D&D, and this is one-sided. Very one-sided. The 10-year veteran looking like a 10-year chump. Chop to the chest there from D&D. Reversal from the 10-year vet. Chop to the chest there. Reversal once again from D&D. He slides back inside the ring. Johnny Souza follows suit. Souza, though, oh, I thought he might have been going for the cutter. Now Souza sidestepping D&D right there. That's a huge maneuver. No! German suplex. And yeah, that usually sets it up, folks. That usually sets it up. Time for a little Souza. Block buster. And I think, yeah, that's going to set up the cutter. No way. Did Souza fight back? Did he do it here tonight? Cutter delivered. The 10-year cutter. It's over. 1, 2. Good. What? Okay. All right. D&D seriously just kicked out of the 10-year cutter, and I think that just enraged Johnny Souza. What a power bomb. Now lifting D&D right back up to a vertical basis again, going for a clothesline. He hits it on the second attempt. There's another one delivered. Ducks underneath, off the ropes. How about another lariat? And I think Souza now officially wants to put him away. He is totally enraged. D&D is in trouble. Oh! D&D with a little blockbuster counter, but Souza's back up to his feet. D&D didn't see him, and Johnny Souza takes him right back down to the mat there, and gonna wrench on his neck, but a reversal from D&D, the back elbow to the face. D&D goes for a back elbow of his own once again, but he can't connect on it, and Johnny Souza with the Northern Lights suplex. It's over, but a kick out from D&D. But Souza, okay, that's an angry, angry man. That's not a man fighting for the fans. That's a man fighting for himself. He's beating down D&D, one of the fan favorites right here. Reversal from D&D, though. Uppercut catches Johnny Souza. Ducks underneath. Oh, a lariat of his own again. Don't tell me he's going to do it again. Souza with the gut-wrench power bomb. He is decimating D&D right now. And I think he's ready to put him away with one more 10-year cutter. It's over. Busting D&D open at the face. Count of 1, 2, and Souza just proved to the world he is ready for Justin Beverly again. Wow. Wow. What a showing. There's no arguing that one, but I have to question the way that Johnny Souza went about trying to get that win. He seemed to snap halfway through the match where he was just tired of D&D kicking out of his maneuvers. He snapped. He started punching him directly in the face, a few closed fists to the face as well. Just a bit of disrespect being shown here by Johnny Souza as well. You know, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. The matchup between Justin Beverly and Johnny Souza is not going to play to the fans. They're not really a fan of either of these guys. And why should we be fans of them? You know, they don't really give any respect to the fan base that they have. Souza going out there basically saying that he's going to win, you know, and he did. He said he was doing it for the fans, but that didn't seem like a fan service win at all.
Johnny.
Oh, speak of the devil! Speak of the devil! Here he comes! He definitely didn't like the words spoken earlier in the night by Johnny Souza, and Justin Beverly now with a right hand to the face of Johnny Souza. That's what you get, you little cheap 10-year bugger. Now off the ropes. Justin Beverly just pulls him there. You say you're fighting for the fans. Well, guess what? Justin Beverly hates the fans. He says, screw those fans. And now he says, screw you with a Beverly Stunner. Beverly now dragging him back. And is he going to lock in the just in case lock? Here it comes. Just in case lock. And it's locked in deep here. Johnny Souza tapping out here at Justin Beverly's hands. But Justin isn't done with him yet. Oh my God, is he gonna try to snap the leg? Justin! Oh no! Ow! Oh! Justin Beverly just snapped the leg of Johnny Souza. What did you just do? What did you just do, Justin? Oh, wow, everybody. But now it's time for a little tag team action as we move forward here with one of the hottest superstars to break through on Monday Night Con in quite some time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Christian Vega. Wait, what the hell? What the hell was that? Okay. I mean, last week on Monday Night Con, we saw Jordan Williams staring down the tag team of Christian Vega and Ludog, but then during Christian Vega's entrance right there, the same eyes just popped up on the screen. I think that's Jordan Williams. I could be wrong, but is Jordan Williams watching Christian Vega? Regardless, say yeah, because it's Christian Vega. Say yeah. And his tag team partner, the Ludog, is going to make his way down to the ring as well. So these guys a few weeks back had a nice little tables match, but they are friends, you know, they've always gotten along, Christian Vega and Ludog. So here tonight, they're going to tag together once again and see if they can add some value to the already growing tag team division. Here he comes. Dead man walking. It's the Ludog. There he is.
And his partner from Charlottesville, Virginia, weighing in at 255 pounds, Lewis.
Man, this is a big time player, isn't it? And he's ready to fight now tonight against Christian Vega, sorry, against the tag team that is coming on down. A very intimidating tag team that we've seen before in the tag team. What the hell? That's totally Jordan Williams. That's totally Jordan Williams' eyes. Why is he looking over Ludog? Why is he looking over Christian Vega? Okay, we're going to need to get to the bottom of this. What is going on with Jordan Williams and why he's acting this way? But once again, a tag team from the tag team trials that has been a feared duo in the past, but really not super successful with wins. You know, they seem to get beat quite a decent amount of the time. Regardless, though, tonight it's going to be Beast Mode and Domination versus Christian Vega and Ludog. And these two guys are as intimidating as their names sound. Domination is one of those superstars that I'm still waiting for the breakthrough moment. It felt like he was almost going to get it at the Royal Rumble, where Ashton ended up eliminating Domination second last. Or sorry, I guess Domination was technically the last one eliminated in the Royal Rumble. So, you know, he's been really, really close to that cusp before. He's like right there. But he still manages to never pick up the win when it truly matters. So that is why, unfortunately, he's never really progressed to the point of championship contention here inside of the CMU. You know, he's a former tag team champion alongside of Ryan LaFave. He's a former Canadian champion. But that's pretty much the extent that Domination has accomplished here inside of the CMU. Doesn't mean he can't accomplish more stuff in the future, though. But here comes Dom. Domination. And I mean, what do you need to say about this man? You know, what do you need to say about this individual and how he is in the ring? He is a scary, scary man. No two ways about it. He is a scary, scary man. And Domination here tonight has the chance to, well, get himself back in title contention. A win for Beast and Dom tonight over Christian Vega and Ludog. You know, as much as people don't want to admit that Christian Vega and Ludog are top-tier superstars because people have a little bit of a resentment for those two, you know, for some reason, they are top-tier stars. They are bona fide on the cusp of the main event, and Domination and Beast Mode, a win tonight over them could definitely put them into contention for the tag team titles. We are going to have to find who is facing the Dynasty at our upcoming pay-per-view Backlash, and I believe it's going to be between the Wolfpack and the Marks. I believe this upcoming Wednesday, that is the #1 contendership match for the tag team titles, and that is going to open the show. So that's going to be a pretty good one, but then after that, you have to start taking a look at, okay, who is going to challenge going into Extreme Rules, and then who's going to be the superstars to face for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. So the tag team division, honestly, is growing every single week here, and it's good. It's really good to see the tag team division continue to grow. You know, whether you are Christian Vega and Ludog, whether you're Ghostface and Johnny Burns, or whether you're the Marks, or the Rapture, or the Convicts, you know, you have a decent amount of tag teams that are starting to grow here on CMU. And that's not even listing all of them over on Wednesday Night Bob either. But yeah, so far ever since the CMU has changed over to these new style of videos, personally I have been so much happier with not only just the quality of the videos, but also the the overall feel to the series. I don't feel as stressed out trying to produce these videos. I have a decent amount of time in order to make them the best that I possibly can, to tell the best stories that I can, and not have to leave out certain promo segments. Now, before, when I used to do the live streams with these, what I had to limit myself to is I had to limit myself to 3 promo segments at the very most. And not just 3 promo segments. 3 segments where it was like involving a beatdown, a promo, what have you. I could only have 3 of them on the show, right? That's all I can limit myself to. Now, you know, we're talking about most of the shows containing 4 or 5 cutaway segments in some way, shape, or form. You know, it makes the story so much better, and I think it makes the shows more entertaining for you guys. So, what in the hell? Is that Jordan Williams again? Just staring into this match. Wait a second. Did Jordan Williams just tell him to go for his finishing maneuver? Oh, but Domination countered the Vega Clash. That's a big-time reversal from Domination. The referee doesn't like that. Beast Mode almost tried to get involved in the matchup there. And Dom with a massive counter off the Vega Clash. But again, big tumble to the outside of the ring. But again, you know, being able to edit these videos ahead of time and dropping CMU Dark allows me to just create a better overall experience for you guys, and I really hope it makes you proud to watch the shows, you know, and I hope it has a very entertaining feel to it. That's just all my goal is to entertain you guys and produce great bi-weekly content for you. Not bi-weekly, twice a week content. Regardless, let's talk about this matchup. Domination is actually working Christian Vega right now. Is he going to slam him off the steel steps? Doesn't look like it, as Vega, 3 elbows to the midsection, is going to stop Domination in his tracks. And now he just wants to run back inside the ring. Oh, but Vega playing a little cat and mouse here with Domination. Domination gloats a little bit, and Christian Vega with a leaping lariat stops Domination as well from making the hot tag to Beast Mode. Now Vega, sent back into the corner. Domination, no. Is he thinking the elevated chokeslam? No, he's not. How many murder suplexes are we going to see here? Domination out here trying to commit a murder. Down goes Vega. Murder has been committed tonight on MNC. But now Christian eats a chop there from Dom and a headbutt as well. Man, that feels like that hurts. Like I can feel it through the computer screen there. That headbutt, the flesh on flesh, the bone on bone. Man, hard impact matchup here tonight. Some right hands being thrown here from Christian. Vega spits on the hand. Oh, and a clubbing blow to the back of the head as well. And a neck breaker as well, landing on the outside of the ring. Count of 7 now from the referee as Domination gets thrown back inside the ring. But Domination, he could make the hot tag to beast mode. However, he chooses not to. He's pretty much dead at this point. And Vega just working on the leg of Dom. Great matchup. Clothesline from Vega. Second clothesline from Christian Vega. Ducks underneath that clothesline, off the ropes, and the comeback continues. Vega now with a great position, a great opportunity right now. Right hand, oh, nobody home. All right, nobody home. Irish Rip reversal into the corner, and a clothesline as well. Dom is going to make the hot tag. In comes beast mode, and I don't think if you're beast mode, you want to run into Vega. Oh, instead, he drives the knee into his skull. Christian Vega hops up now again. Beast mode, oh, he just got caught by Christian Vega. Right hand, though, reversal from the Beast. Beast mode now with a chop, blocked again by Vega, though. Right hand into the corner. Christian Vega into the corner. I don't know why I said that one. Drops him down with a Samoan drop. And beast mode might be in a lot of trouble at this point. Christian Vega going for a move. Nobody home. Beast mode just wrestles him to the ground. Christian Vega now sees an opportunity. Blocked by beast mode. He sweeps him down to the ground. And now beast mode's got an opportunity to lock in a submission move. And he locks in a figure 4 leg lock. It is in pretty deep. No escape here for Christian Vega. Oh, except for if he punches the leg in the face of beast mode. Right hand to the face of beast mode. Oh, and a little backstabber. Sweep of the legs, though. Beast ain't going away yet. Beast ain't going away yet. Christian Vega makes the hot tag. And I believe this is one of the first times in the matchup Ludog has been tagged in. The Lucha Dog. Just showcasing those Lucha skills still with his high flying ability. That's right. Have you ever seen a big man move around the ring as smoothly as Ludog? Oh my god, he's already going into it. Here's a little Luplex. Man into the ground, down goes beast mode, and I think it looks like Ludog, is he going to close in on the victory? Trying for a cover. Referee, get down there. Count of 1. Count of 1 is all it took, though. Beast mode kicks out. Kick to the back as well. What? Jordan Williams again? Right before Ludog hits his finishing move? Ludog! Butterfly pile driver. And I think that's going to be it. Count of 1, count of 2, count of 3. It's over, and Christian Vega busts open Domination as well. What a win. What a win for Christian Vega and Ludog. But what's up with Jordan Williams? How many times does he have to show his face? What is he looking for? Like, why is he just staring a hole into the people in the ring? I legitimately don't understand. You know, he's clearly watching Christian Vega and Ludog, but, like, why? Yeah, that's one of those mysteries we've got going on here inside of the CMU, and it's a mystery that I honestly don't know how to answer. Yeah. But one thing's for certain, folks. Ludog came into that ring like a bat out of hell, hit the Luplex, and then delivered that butterfly pile driver for that 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners.
These guys have seemed to be really getting along as a tag team. Keep it up, you guys. Keep it up. Again! What do you want, Jordan? What do you want? But it's time for our women's champion. And folks, I believe Rebecca Hellfritz has a few words for each and every one of you. She wants to make sure you hear them right after JoJo's announcements.
From Scottsdale, Arizona, the Raw Women's Champion, Rebecca.
Some of you want flashy catchphrases. Well, you don't get that from me. I am here to beat people up, and that's it. Candice LeRae, I have some news for you. Tonight in our main event, it will be a 6-women's battle royal to determine the #1 contender for my title. If you beat me, you will be added into the main event. That's a huge if. But still, best of luck, you little pixie bitch. Oh! Okay. So folks, if Candice LeRae beats Rebecca Hellfritz here, she is added in to the main event. Now, the main event we just heard there is going to be a #1 contenders battle royal for the women's championship. The winner of that match will then go on to Backlash to face Rebecca for the title. So honestly, a really big match for Candice LeRae right here, you know, and I think the reason why she is getting this opportunity here is because she had a great showing last week against Casey Rose. Casey Rose did pick up the win over Candice LeRae, but lots of people, and especially the Conman Universe fan base, were really happy and really impressed with Candice LeRae, and they asked to see more of Candice. So you guys ask, you will get Candice LeRae here tonight. Once again, but this time she goes one-on-one with the women's champion. Now let's talk about what if. What if Candice LeRae beats Rebecca Hellfritz and picks up the 1, 2, 3? I gotta think that would shatter the overall confidence of Rebecca Hellfritz, but it's a non-title match, and one loss doesn't mean the end of the world, right? If Rebecca Hellfritz does end up losing this matchup, I have a feeling she's going to be able to bounce back. But the question is, you know, Candice LeRae, she has something to fight for here tonight. She has the opportunity to fight for an opportunity. And when you have those opportunities to fight for an opportunity, people usually tend to dig down deeper, whether it's Drake Maverick, whether it's Johnny Gargano, or whether it's Candice LeRae. You know, these underdog stories here inside of the WWE are ones that we can all sink our teeth into. And Candice LeRae is an underdog of underdogs here tonight. But, hey, if she could not only pick up this win here tonight, but go into the main event and find a way to win that battle royal, she could very well be the next women's champion. But again, she's got to get through Rebecca Hellfritz. Oh, with a skull-crushing finale as well. But Candice LeRae just completely that wasn't English. She completely no-sells the skull-crushing finale. Now sends Rebecca Hellfritz off the ropes, ducks underneath, and a drop kick misses off the button there, and a chop from Hellfritz knocks her down. But uh-oh. We've seen pretty much near domination from Hellfritz at this point, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Oh, but nice little reverse into the cover. Kick out there from Rebecca Hellfritz. Candice LeRae now going to be sent off the ropes. Rebecca! Oh, what a clothesline. What a clothesline from Rebecca Hellfritz. And no way, is she already going for a finishing maneuver? She can't hit the Hellbreaker, though. Candice LeRae slides down the back right there. Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae with a little gory driver. Or gory buster, whatever the name of that maneuver is. Could that be enough? Wait, Hellfritz just no-sells the gory buster. Hellfritz, oh, come on. God damn it, no way. Hellbreaker delivered. Oh. I think the dreams of Candice LeRae has come to an end here tonight. Oh, what a reversal from Candice. And a clothesline as well there. Can Candice do this? Is Candice actually going to find a way to not only survive the women's champion, but actually defeat the women's champion? Nice elbow to the heart right there. Rebecca Hellfritz now being lifted back up to a vertical position. Look at this. Here she goes. Another Hurricanrana down into the mat. And the quote-unquote pixie bitch that Rebecca Hellfritz called Candice LeRae is actually in control of this matchup. What is she thinking? Kick right there to Rebecca Hellfritz. Now sends her back into the opposite corner. Hellfritz runs into a forearm. Candice LeRae, what else you got in mind? Goes for a kick. Oh, but a knee reversal. Up against the ropes. Candice LeRae now. Sends her over the top. What is LeRae thinking? Candice, what are you thinking, girl? What are you thinking? No. No, is she going for the DDT? Plants her face head first into the hardest part of the ring. And Candice LeRae is in control. Back inside the ring, the women's champion gets thrown. Rebecca Hellfritz in a lot of trouble off that spike DDT. That could literally be enough. Count of two, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow, it was almost enough. Hellfritz kicking out at 2 3/4, but Candice LeRae continues to maintain the offense here. Forearm to the face, goes for a chop, nobody home. Candice now, maybe for a gory buster. Oh my God, the second one of the evening. Gory buster again. Is Candice gonna do it? No way, off a moonsault! Moonsault delivered! Oh my God! Count of one? No way! No way! The women's champion kicking out of the moonsault out of count of one, and it looks like you're gonna run into a little hellbreaker. Oh, come on. Candice LeRae put up, and Candice LeRae put down. That will do it. Count of 1, 2. What? Look at the heart that Candice LeRae has. How is she still fighting in this one? What a matchup, man. Going down on the knee. The left knee of Candice LeRae has been shredded at this point, and I think Rebecca Hellfritz is looking for one more move. Into the corner, slap to the face of Candice LeRae. Wait a second. I thought she was going for that big time maneuver, but hang on, she elects for the double knees instead, and Candice LeRae just got dropped down. That might be enough for the finish. Into the cover. Referee, you can probably count to 100. Count of 1, 2. What? Again, though. Candice LeRae is kicking out of everything. Question is, though, if she beats her here tonight, if she finds a way to knock off Rebecca Hellfritz, she still has to go through a battle royal later tonight if she is going to find a way to become the #1 contender. It doesn't look good. Oh my God, is this the third Hellbreaker of the evening? 3 Hellbreakers to the cover. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Count of 1, 2. LeRae kicks out again. What in the hell? Candice LeRae fighting with everything she got. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough to reverse the purple haze. Candice LeRae, oh my God, she reverses the purple haze. Candice LeRae now drops her down with a side slam. Candice LeRae begging, just begging for Hellfritz to get up. But Hellfritz not moving a muscle. Hellfritz refused to get up. Now Candice LeRae into the corner, slowly has her there. Oh, reversal from Hellfritz. Reversal from Candice LeRae. Hellfritz again misses her big move. Candice lifts her up to the top turnbuckle. What is she thinking? Oh, she just got kicked in the face a second time. Forearm to the face right again from Rebecca Hellfritz. No, come on! Reversal from Candice. Drops her down on the back of her head one more time. And Candice LeRae, snapmare delivered there to Rebecca Hellfritz. Into the cover. Rebecca's in a lot of trouble. The referee's got to get down. Count of 1, 2. Hellfritz kicks out again. What a matchup this is. Who would have thought that we would see such a matchup between Rebecca Hellfritz and Candice LeRae? This is only halfway through the card as well, ladies and gentlemen. Hellfritz turned around by LeRae. Up to the top rope. What is Candice thinking? Oh, come on. Kicked in the face again. As Hellfritz continues to work Candice, but the small little pixie rolls around the back there again. Back elbow reversal from Rebecca Hellfritz. Rebecca sees her opportunity, and she transitions into a side neckbreaker. And Candice LeRae going for another ride. Enough's enough. 4 Hellbreakers. Candice has got to be dead. That's it. 1, 2. What? Oh my God. Candice LeRae continues to kick out of everything. But now Hellfritz may be looking for the burning hammer. The move that takes a ton of setup. Is it enough? Rebecca Hellfritz with a little, oh, no one has ever kicked out of this thing. Burning hammer. Nobody has ever kicked out of the burning hammer. It's over. 2. Candice LeRae is the first person to kick out. What? Are you kidding me? Candice LeRae kicking out of the burning hammer, and this match continues. She has kicked out of 4 Hellbreakers, and now 1 burning hammer. What does Rebecca Hellfritz have to do to put away this little pixie here tonight? If Candice LeRae survives, how is she gonna possibly win a battle royal later tonight? Candice LeRae, though, gloats to the sky, clothesline delivered. Second clothesline there to the Purple Haze Warrior. Back heel kick delivered once again, and down goes Rebecca Hellfritz. Candice LeRae now helping her back up to her feet. Kick to the midsection, blocked. Oh, a knee to the face. Hellfritz goes for something big. Hellfritz gets reversed once again. Rebecca's in a lot of trouble. Candice LeRae kick to the midsection, blocked though into a dragon screw leg whip. Hellfritz has her up, reversal from Candice LeRae. Backdrop right on the cross the back of her neck. That made no sense in English-wise. Once again, Conman's not speaking good English. Into the cover, Candice LeRae. Is it enough? Count of 1, 2, kick out by Hellfritz. And now a kick to the back again. Candice LeRae. Neck breaker delivered, and oh my goodness, folks, is this enough? Can Candice LeRae hit her moonsault one more time? No, jawbreaker reversal from Hellfritz. Hellfritz with another clothesline. And at this point in the matchup, folks, you just have to believe that Candice LeRae is in a lot of trouble. You know, you got to think the longer this matchup goes, the more it favors Rebecca Hellfritz. Maybe she's going for another burning hammer in that corner. I still cannot believe that Candice LeRae kicked out of the burning hammer. Now putting her up there for a second time. LeRae in a lot of trouble. Oh, back elbow reversal from Candice LeRae. Hang on, Candice. Candice, missile drop kick. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Come on. She's in the center of the ring. Do it. Moonsault delivered. It's over. It's over to the cover. Candice did it. 1, 2. Candice did it. Candice LeRae has pinned the women's champion. Oh, what? What? Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, Candice LeRae has qualified for the main event Women's Battle Royal. Candice LeRae fills the final slot there tonight. And she now has a victory over the women's champion. She can't believe it. What a moonsault. The moonsault was able to put it away, and she kicked out of 4 Hellbreakers And for the first time ever, the Burning Hammer. What a showing from Candice LeRae. And that is proof right there in the Conman universe that anything can happen. What a win.
From Hartford, Connecticut, weighing in at 352 pounds, Robert Briggs.
But now it's time for a little convicts action, if you will. Robert Briggs down to the ring, and he has been having issues, of course, with the entire Rapture. The entire convicts have had issues with the Rapture for about a month now, and honestly, these guys have been having one-on-one matches. They've been kind of mixing and matching with each other. You know, at some points they've all been down to the ring. Other points they've been banned from ringside. And tonight is no different. Robert Briggs is going to go one-on-one with the leader of the Rapture, the villain. Now tonight, Robert Briggs says he wants to make an impact. He wants to show the world that he is still, in fact, this man to be feared with. You know, you start taking a look at the roster, and we are getting some larger individuals. You know, you've got somebody like Stephen B making the impact up against Shane the Gamer earlier on tonight. And then you have somebody like Steve Taylor, who is on his way to the CMU. I believe he said he's going to come next week. So, you know, you start taking a look at the top of the card, and Robert Briggs has to be looking at it like, am I starting to fall out of favor?
And his opponent.
So Robert Briggs vows to reestablish himself tonight against the villain. We will see if he does just that, or if the villain finds a way to defeat the much larger, much scarier individual in Robert Briggs. Now, don't get me wrong, Robert Briggs doesn't have a mohawk or anything, so he's not that scary, but villain, you know, he's a little intimidating, but he is beatable for sure. And he doesn't stand at over 7 feet tall like Robert Briggs does, meaning he's not as intimidating of a force. Especially not as intimidating without his Rapture members by his side, without Darkseid and without Chaos. Though, as a top tier superstar. Yes, he defeated Darkseid, what was it? He defeated Darkseid in a very epic one-on-one match a little bit ago. But here we go, folks. Briggs versus villain. Who do you think's gonna win? Type 1 for Briggs, type 2 for villain. And here we go. Referee ring the bell. Oh, come on, what? Spear out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Oh my God. Oh, what? The spear. The spear. The spear. Quickest match in CMU history. Oh my God. Oh, what?
Here is your winner.
Robert Briggs just speared the villain right out of his boots. Oh, the entrances took 3, 4, 5 times as long as the match. And Robert Briggs wins here tonight. Oh my. Wow. But now it's time for the tag team champions. And these guys are, well, they're the cream of the crop. The Dynasty, I believe, has held on to the tag team titles since, oh God, I don't even know. Like, they have held on to these tag team titles forever. I don't even know when they officially won them. I'm trying to think back to the progression of the tag team championships. We had, I believe, the Dynasty took the titles from the Goats.
On the way to the ring.
I think.
At a combined weight of 472 pounds, the champion, Kevin Blade and Isaac
Roa. So yeah, I think they took the titles from the Goats, and then they proceeded to defend the titles on Monday Night Con for a very long time. Then we unified our tag team division, meaning we had a matchup between the Dynasty and the Convicts for the unification of the tag team titles, and the Dynasty walked out as the victors, but that's a long time ago. I'm really trying to remember when these guys won the tag team championships, huh? Like, it's in 2019 they won the titles, I'm pretty sure. They have held them for a long time. They could be coming up on a year. You know, like September, October, November. You know, I know it's only May right now, but like they have held those titles for a while. Oh, what the hell? No! Oh my God! Did he seriously oh my God, and it's Johnny Burns! These guys suck! Oh, these guys suck! Oh! They suck! Ghostface traded out his baseball slugger for a selfie stick, and Johnny Burns has a little notepad. Oh, what? TGS, these guys suck. And yes, folks, that is their official tag team name. Oh, checking his face makeup, making sure every little line is in place, right, Ghostface? Oh, God, these guys suck. They just suck. Ah, no, I don't want to see this. Oh, dude, your face paint is fine. Your face paint is fine. No, you're not money. You're not money at all. You suck. These guys suck. Ah. All right. Well, Dynasty, you should put an end to TGS pretty quickly, if you ask me. My God, Johnny Burns and Ghostface officially tagging together. They officially have a tag team entrance, and of course, Ghostface elects to trade out his slugger for a selfie stick to make sure that his face paint is all in place on the way down to the ring, you know. And then I'm not entirely sure what that booklet was for Johnny Burns. Maybe he wants to write down some notes on how not to suck as much, but I don't know. Anyways, Johnny Burns now working on Kevin Wade. And just like a little bit of a disclaimer right here to Johnny Burns or to Ghostface, if at any point you guys do get actually offended by me saying you guys suck, please just know that I am joking, and this was a way that I could get you on TV, well, on the show a little bit more often, right? We need some comedy tag teams. We need some things that we can have a laugh with, and I think your two characters exemplify that feeling the most inside of the CMU, you know, in terms of how you guys are perceived with your characters. So again, I really hope that you're not taking offense to this, and I hope that I really hope that it puts a smile on your face. That's all I'm hoping for. But anyways, Ghostface working on Kevin Wade right now, and just drops his booty across the middle of the back of Kevin Wade as well, and now just wrenching back on the neck. But yeah, again, if you guys really do have any offense to it, please let me know, and I can obviously take a different direction with your character, if you will. Ooh, trying to snap the knee right there of Ghostface was Kevin Wade, and now Kevin Wade is right back on the offense. Sends him into the corner. Kevin Wade. Ooh, tag has been made to Isaac Roa, and these two guys right here, they are a great little tag team. Oh, a spear clothesline combo from Isaac Roa and Kevin Wade, but there's the hot tag, and in comes Johnny Burns, and we are going to see Johnny Burns versus Isaac Roa here tonight. Now, Johnny Burns, he is a former TV champion, same with Ghostface, so you know they do have some pedigree here inside of the series. Oh, back elbow, nobody home though. Isaac Roa immediately reverses that into the fall-away slam. But they didn't defend the TV championships all that often, so it wasn't something that they can be immensely proud of, right? I believe they each lost either on their first or second title defense as well, which, you know, says all that needs to be said about these two inside of the ring. Kick right to the chest there of Isaac Roa, and now just continuing to slam his head down 3 times into the mat, and Johnny Burns looking to burn it down as he brings Isaac Roa back to the center of the ring. Oh, is he going to stomp on the arms? Here they go. Stomp. Stomp. 3 stomps to the hand, and man, if that doesn't break your hand or at least fracture something in it, you're not stomping hard enough. But now Isaac Roa goes for a clothesline. Nobody home. into the corner. Johnny Burns, man, he's actually working the tag team champions right now. And remember how we said we need to take a look for who's going to be challenging for the tag team titles in the future? Well, just imagine if TGS finds a way to pick up a win over the tag team champions here tonight. That would certainly put them in title contention, you know, even though they suck. Oh my God, Kevin Wade, are you about to try to kill him? Yeah, you are. You just about tried to commit murder, and now Kevin Wade climbs up to the top rope, and he goes for the axe handle. Nobody home. Johnny Burns moves out of the way, actually. No selling that really nicely, but a few back elbows to the jaw there, and now Burns in a lot of trouble as Kevin Wade just looks to send him back into the ring. But Isaac Roa kind of got in the way a little bit. Kevin Wade now going to turn his attention right back again to Johnny Burns. Oh, no way. Oh, back elbow reversal from Johnny Burns, though. I thought he was going to try to dump him over the barricade. Instead, Johnny Burns slams him into the steel steps, and that opens up a massive opportunity for Burns and Ghostface. But Kevin Wade just wrestles him right back down to the ground, and again into the steel steps. Johnny Burns throws him there. What are we at a count of? Count of 8, ladies and gentlemen. We're at a count of 8. Kevin Wade at a count of 9 just gets back inside the ring. And oh no, Johnny Burns took his eyes off the prize just for a second. And Kevin Wade just hit a beautiful maneuver there. Stomp to the middle of the back. Kevin Wade now, he's going to try to choke out Johnny Burns. He doesn't like that. He just tried to leave him on the outside for a count out victory. Kevin Wade, he's a little enraged. Kevin Wade into the corner. Is it time for a little Code of Dynasty? No, nobody home as Burns moves out of the way in the nick of time. Now Johnny Burns going for something there. However, Kevin Wade just reversed it. That's a massive reversal. Oh, and my eyes are going to start watering like crazy. Uh-oh, I haven't blinked in like 10 minutes. I can't see what's happening because Conman's got water in his eyes. Look directly into the light. It'll blind you. And that's exactly what I did here. Oh, Kevin Wade, though, just driving his knee into the side of the head of Johnny Burns. Kevin Wade officially tags him in. Isaac Roa hit with a little Code of Dynasty. And folks, that might be enough to put away Johnny Burns into the cover. Count of 1, 2. Johnny? Okay. Johnny Burns kicking out of that one. But Kevin Wade looking onwards from the side of the ring as he watches Isaac Roa get reversed there by Johnny Burns. Reversed again, though, Isaac Roa. And what's he got in mind? Oh, my God, Kimura lock. The Kimura lock is locked in pretty deep right here, and that is one of his signature maneuvers. He's going to try to make Johnny Burns tap out here. Will Burns tap out, or will he continue to fight? Johnny Burns hanging on for dear life, but he doesn't tap out. Wow, that says a lot about Johnny Burns, actually. The resiliency from TGS is actually pretty impressive. Into the corner again, though. Isaac Roa going for another maneuver, but a reversal from Johnny Burns. Clubbing blow there, kick to the midsection. Now reversal into his own corner. Wait. What is Johnny doing? Oh my God, don't tell me. Is he thinking coast to coast? Johnny Burns, no, this isn't good. Isaac Roa is stuck. Isaac Roa is stuck. Johnny Burns, no! Johnny! Oh, and a little coast to coast! And down goes Isaac Roa. He's in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble for Isaac Roa here. Right hand to the face. Look at that straight right. 2 straight rights to the face of Isaac. Now takes him off the ropes. Reversal. Oh, what a knee buster. Johnny Burns now places Isaac Roa up against the ropes, but a right hand reversal from Isaac Roa pushes him back. rolling through. What does Isaac Roa maybe got in mind? Ghostface has been tagged in officially, and now Ghostface is the legal man in the matchup. What a knee to the midsection. What a knee to the midsection again. 3 knees to the midsection of Isaac Roa, and Roa's in a lot of trouble. Look at this, roll-up pin from Ghostface, count of 1, 2, oh my god, kick out from Isaac Roa as Ghostface almost pinned the tag team champions. TGS, man, these guys seem like they rock. Not TGS, TDR, these guys rock. Oh, elbow right to the top of the head. And now Ghostface looking for his finishing maneuver. Can Ghostface hit it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, little Edge of Shadows to the cover. 1, 2, broken up by Kevin Wade. Oh, just in the nick of time. Now Kevin Wade with a right hand to Johnny Burns. Nobody home, but Ghostface goes right back after Isaac Roa. Elbow to the top of the head again. Shot to the chest. Isaac Roa, Kimura lock deep in on Ghostface. But looks like he found a way out of that one immediately. Ghostface back up to his vertical position, but a clothesline knocks him back down. Went from being vertical to horizontal there pretty quick. Now into the corner again. Looking for maybe another Code of Dynasty. Yep, here it comes. Don't blink, it's over. Code of Dynasty. To the cover. 1, 2. Oh! Johnny Burns makes the save, but a chop block to the back of his knee takes down Johnny. And Kevin Wade is not a fan of the fact that Mr. Burns got involved in that matchup. No, not Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. Johnny Burns. But there you go, reversal from Ghostface again. Man, somehow Ghostface continues to reverse everything that these guys have. Ghostface looking for something big here. What the hell? Oh my god! Tombstone pile driver? Oh my! Isaac not coming in for the save. 2. Kick out from Wade. Oh. That was really close. What a matchup we are seeing here. And we still got 3 matches to come, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got ourselves a members matchup between the Exalted One and Jordan Cogle. We have ourselves Ashton versus Hunter Hand. And then in our main event, the Women's Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender for the Women's Championship. That's all going to go down here still tonight, but this is our 7th match of the evening. Kevin Wade, face buster, and down goes Ghostface. The tag team champions really are kind of struggling here against TGS. You know, another clothesline reversal. But there you go, Kevin Wade up to his feet. Oh, no way, Kevin Wade just hits him with another gut buster, and Ghostface hits pretty hard, but is it all over for the man who paints his face? Not sure what Kevin Wade is looking for. Oh, shoulder tackle. Another clothesline. Here he goes. Another face buster, and down goes Ghostface. Man, Ghostface is taking a beating here. But Wade now goes for a kick to the midsection. Nobody home. Ghostface eats another kick right there, and he's just going to send him right back into the corner. Kevin Wade. No. What a matchup. Oh my. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. Yeah, you hear this crowd, folks. They're chanting, "This is awesome." You might as well join in on that one. This is awesome. Man, TGS having a breakthrough matchup here tonight as a tag team. But back inside the ring, Ghostface slides in there after the tag team champion, and then Ghostface is looking for another Edge of Shadows. If he hits it, it might be all over. Ghostface, oh my god, is it locked in? It's locked in. Holy crap, Ghostface! Edge of Shadows! It's over! To the cover! Count of 1, 2, broken up in the nick of time, and that's why they are still tag team champions. Isaac Roa and Kevin Wade working so well as a unit, but take a look at that gut buster that just landed on Isaac Roa. Following it up with a senton was Johnny Burns, but look at Kevin Wade working on Ghostface right here, wrenching on his knee there, trying to make him submit right there with that knee bar. But he doesn't tap out. Kevin Wade releases the hold. Again, though, working on that left knee, now on the outside of it, the hamstring area. Into the cover, that could do it. 1, 2, kick out by Ghostface. I think the Dynasty is just one more big-time maneuver away from picking up this win. I think it's one more move. That's all it's going to take. Now, Kevin Wade, face buster again. Man, Kevin Wade is throwing everything that he can here tonight, isn't he? Lifting Ghostface back up to a vertical position. Ghostface dropped down again. Elbow drop. And can Kevin Wade put him away? The punishment has been delved out here. Kevin Wade, what you looking for, man? He waves at Johnny Burns, says, not tonight, not tonight. I'm going to hit you with a big maneuver, but a reversal from Ghostface. He slides down his back there, and now Ghostface looking for the edge of shadows. Is it enough to put away Kevin Wade here tonight? Kevin Wade, though, glitching as he chooses not to get up, blocks the punch from Ghostface. Oh my God, hits him. He goes down. That's his signature maneuver. The Wade cover. I don't know what to call it, but it's over. Kevin Wade with the win. I don't know what to call that, but it's the signature maneuver of Kevin Wade, and he gets the 1, 2, 3 escaping here tonight against TGS. These guys suck. Wow. But tonight they didn't suck as much. That's for sure. I mean, they still suck, but they didn't suck as much. It was a breakthrough performance for TGS up against the tag team champions. They actually took them to their limit. Here we are, an hour and a half into the show, and they just stole part of it, didn't they? My goodness, folks, what a showing here tonight for TGS. But again, the win goes to the tag team champions, and it's hard to discredit them, isn't it? They have been on top for a damn long time, and I don't think they plan on moving. Congratulations to the Dynasty. That is a big-time win here tonight. But here we go. It's time for another members matchup. And it's this man who is making his debut in the members division. He will delete every member. And it's time for the Exalted One here tonight. So if you take a look at the rankings that are going to be popping up just below my face here in a few seconds, right after JoJo does her announcements.
Making his way to the ring from Limbo.
Oh, it's right there. Never mind.
245 pounds, the one.
So that's the Exalted One, and you can see right there at the bottom, he's sitting at number 9. And tonight, he takes on the man known as Jordan Cogle, who isn't even on the rankings. So, this is a big matchup for both superstars. Jordan Cogle can find his way onto the rankings if he defeats the Exalted One tonight, but the Exalted One can move up the rankings if he defeats Jordan Cogle. Yes, it is a members matchup. And he looks hot today. Yeah, what? Jordan looks hot today. Yeah, he looks hot today. It's Jordan Cogle. And this man actually owns a victory over a Led Thomas, who is now the current World Heavyweight Champion. He has been a very interesting superstar since coming to the CMU. Let's take you down Jordan Cogle memory lane, because if we go back all the way to last week on Monday Night Con, you will have seen that he faced off against Jacob Toon, he is Jordan Cogle. He faced off against Jacob Toon and Braden Sports in a triple threat match. Then you go back to a little bit before. He lost that one, unfortunately, though, for him. You go all the way back to just before Money in the Bank, and you saw Jordan Cogle all over Monday Night Con. He faced off against Why am I blanking right here? Faced off against Led Thomas. Oh, so that's the other match. Okay, never mind. Anyways, yeah, he does own a win already over the World Heavyweight Champion, which is pretty impressive to say the least. So we will see what Jordan Cogle can do here tonight against the Exalted One, who is still looking for his first victory here inside of the CMU. You know, he had his debut match against Hunter Hand at Money in the Bank, and while he was impressive in it, first one-on-one match, first one-on-one singles win here tonight. That's what he's looking for. But he did pick up a loss, a hard-fought loss against Hunter Hand at Money in the Bank, and then the following Monday Night Con, he wrestled in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Domination with his tag team partner in Ashton. Now tonight he has asked for a Members Championship rankings match, which this one is exactly, and tonight he really hopes to be able to pick up the win over Jordan Cogle. Nice clothesline though as Cogle turns him inside out. Man, the strength on Cogle to be able to turn the man known as the Exalted One inside out like that. Pretty impressive. Now down to the cover goes Cogle. Count of one. Kick out by Exalted One. Roll up here again. Jordan Cogle. Can't get the victory though. Can't get the victory. There really isn't too much more to say about Jordan Cogle at this point in his career, though. He has some key losses, you know, and those key losses are enough to offset the win over a Led Thomas. The way that I look at it here in the CMU is that anybody can lose at any given time, but it's how you are perceived over the span of a few months. You know, you don't have to, oh my God, what a leg drop. You don't have to be impressive, you know, from 6 months ago to be impressive here today. But if you take a look at your overall win-loss record over the last few months, that will usually tell you how you're doing here inside of the CMU, and if you're to be taken seriously or not. Right now, unfortunately for the Exalted One, he doesn't have a track record that really gives you any reason to believe in him. Now, that's not to say that he's not a talented in-ring performer, but the track record goes to Jordan Cogle. Oh my God, what is this maneuver though? I might have spoke too soon. Look at the submission move locked in here on Cogle. Oh boy, it's locked in pretty deep, but Jordan Cogle finding a way out of that one. A punch to the face. And I wonder if Jordan Cogle has picked all the glass out of his eyes after last week, where Braden Sports hit that drive-by kick on Jordan Cogle, shattering his glasses and putting the glass right into his eyes. Oh my God, is he giving a little hip thrust right there? A little rude awakening delivered to the Exalted One, and oh my goodness. Is this going to be enough? Jordan! Oh, he went for the leg drop. Nobody home, though. Exalted One moves out of the way. And now Exalted One just going to continue to take over this matchup. Hard Irish whip into the corner. Now he lifts him up onto his shoulders. Exalted One. Oh, Green Bay plunge. And there's that knee. Oh, no. Cogle's out. Cogle's out. Count of 1, 2. Kick out by Jordan. Okay. All right, Exalted One. What else you got, boy? Probably a little end of days, right? That's the only other thing that you've got left up your sleeves. Jordan Cogle coming right after him. Oh, yep, spoke it, and here it is. Good night, Cogle. End of days. Count of 1, 2. It's over. What? Did that just happen? Did Jordan Cogle just kick out of the end of days? Oh my. Oh my God, Jordan Cogle's gonna win this. Kick to the face of the Exalted One. Jordan Cogle. Oh, after being busted wide open though, does he have enough left in the tank? Exalted One. Oh, come on, the 10 beats of the Baron. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots, and just down goes Cogle. That hurts. Oh, and an uppercut as well. Man, Jordan Cogle is being absolutely decimated at this point. I don't know if Jordan has enough left in the tank to fight back. I really don't. Right hand, though, to the face. Inside the ring goes the Exalted One. However, now back up to his feet. To the corner. Cogle, what else you got in mind, man? Jordan Cogle must have something up his sleeve. He keeps going for something. Oh, back elbow reversal from the Exalted One as he scoops him up on his shoulders and just drives him down into the mat. A little bit of a power slam. Reversal from Cogle. That's a huge reversal. Oh my God. I don't think Exalted One sees him. I don't think Exalted One sees him. Exalted One doesn't see Cogle. He doesn't see him. Heel kick. Heel kick from Jordan Cogle. Oh my God, it's over. 1, 2. No way. Have yourself a night, Jordan Cogle. As Cogle picks up the members matchup. I don't even know how else to call it. What a win. He picks up the win here tonight, and that, my friends, is definitely going to get Jordan Cogle on the members championship rankings. Big time win, yo, but what about Exalted One? He's not going to be happy with that. Again, though, here's the thing we got to tell ourselves. Everyone in the CMU, you know, it takes a little bit of time to get your feet underneath you. And you never know who's going to pick up the win. Momentum means the world inside of the CMU. And Jordan Cogle kicking out of every big move the Exalted One had to offer. And all it took was one heel kick that busted him open. Watch this. Are they going to show the whole thing? Of course not. It's 2K19. But here you go. Jordan Cogle with a massive win here tonight. But coming up next is our co-main event. And it's a match that I'm sure a lot of us want to see. The partner of the Exalted One, the Ace, is going to be in action next. Congratulations, Jordan Cogle. What a win, man. What a win. But here he comes. The 2020 Royal Rumble winner. The man who squandered his opportunity at Conmania, but has recently been focused again.
From New Orleans,
here is
Louisiana,
Ashton.
Weighing in at 222 pounds, Ace.
And he's got a few words for each and every one of you. The man who walks alone even though he's got a partner. Hunter, dude, do my eyes deceive me? Or did you actually lose to Johnny Souza last week? Man, I'm not sure who's worse, Souza or Ghostface, but one thing is for certain, Hunter, you suck. What an embarrassing loss last week. Myself, on the other hand, even though my boy, the Exalted One, has been struggling, I have been on quite the roll recently. See, my loss to Shane the Gamer at WrestleMania was a wake-up call. I knew I had to get better, and that's exactly what I have done. Now, Hunter, we've faced each other 2 other times, and both of those times I have beaten your sorry ass. Tonight will be no different. Even the people in the cheap seats will be able to see me whip your ass. So dukes up, Hunter. Let's see what the man with the hand of 1,000 suns can really do. Oh yeah. Set the stage because the match is next. And folks, I'm excited for this one. I think you will be as well. Hunter Hand and Ashton have a lot of history, but tonight they go one-on-one again in our co-main event. And both superstars, you know, looking to get back in the win column. Hunter Hand coming off of a loss last week against Johnny Souza. And then Ashton coming off of a loss at Money in the Bank, coming off of a loss at Conmania. Yes, he has a win in a 2-on-1 handicap scenario against Domination. Yeah, a big whoop-de-frickin-do. He needs a 1-on-1 win here tonight. But so does Hunter Hand. I don't know who wins this one. Hunter Hand having to be escorted out to the ring with his security. As you guys know from his history, Hunter Hand tends to attack people backstage. So we gotta surround security around him at all times.
Weighing in at 242 pounds, Hunter.
But it's the man with a hand of 1,000 suns. And can this man find a way to pick up this victory here tonight. Gotta love the fireworks as well. And here they come, ready? Echo through the building. Boom. 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 Don't know why there's not a firework at the end there, but anyways. It's Hunter Hand. And honestly, guys, this match could easily be a #1 contendership match. It's not, but it could easily be. These are two upper-class near main eventers that we have. Hunter Hand is a former world heavyweight champion, and he helped run this division here on Monday Night Cons for a while. Wouldn't be surprised if Hunter Hand wants to try to find a way to get back to that world title. I mean, it's a little crowded at the moment with Steve Taylor wanting a shot at Aled Thomas, with Shane the Gamer wanting his rematch, and of course Aled Thomas being the champion, you know. And then you got to go down the line. You look at everybody Aled Thomas is kind of pissed off through the years. He might have a lot of enemies, right? The Collector might have a ton of enemies, so the line might be fairly big. Also, I'm pretty sure that Hunter Hand and Aled Thomas was the semifinals match for the King of the Ring tournament, where Hunter Hand defeated Aled Thomas. So there is a little bit of a story there between those two as well. Nice scoop slam from Hunter Hand, and down into the mat goes Ashton. Now let me know, guys, who do you think is going to win this matchup? Type 1 for Hunter Hand, type 2 for Ashton if you're watching along in the Premier chat. But Ashton just gets swept out from underneath of him. The legs get swept out from underneath him, I should say. And now a punch to the middle of the back. Couple of punches, but blocked by the man with the hand of 1,000 suns. And he reverses that. Into the corner goes Ashton. Back elbow reversal, as these two guys know each other so well. Off the ropes, Hunter Hand reverses Ashton once again and shoves him down to the ground. And Hunter Hand might have the first clear-cut advantage in this matchup. Lifts him up. Hunter Hand with a right hand. He wanted to know what the man with the hand of 1,000 suns was all about. He's getting him here tonight. Ashton hung up over the top rope again. But if I'm not mistaken, I think both times that these guys faced off against each other, there was some outside interference. I believe, oh my goodness. Hang on, Hunter Hand. Brain Buster! To the cover, count of 1, 2. Ashton finds a way to stay alive. I believe both times that these guys faced off in a matchup, though, there was some outside interference. There was definitely Ludog who interfered in one of their matches, and I want to go ahead and say, was it The Undertaker that interfered in their match as well? I think. Anyways, oh my god, Hunter Hand also coming off that win over The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Pretty huge. But look at this, Ashton, oh, driven down with a little murder suplex. And that's like the 3rd or 4th murder suplex we've seen this evening. Everybody trying to commit murder here tonight. But a reversal from Ashton. A couple kicks to the leg. There you go, back inside the ring they go. Neck breaker, ooh, that was cool. You don't see that in the repertoire of Ashton all that often, so that's pretty cool. Punch to the face. Another punch to the face. Pele kick. Down goes Hunter Hand. And Ashton really, he might get this done. Is Ashton seriously going to get this done? The calf crusher that never works is locked in. And of course, he snaps back the leg of Hunter Hand, who is in the bottom ropes. Is that going to be enough to try to drag him to the center of the ring and go for the cover? Folks, that might be it. Into the cover. Count of 1. Off the calf crusher, but a kick out by Hunter Hand. Nah, he's not going away that easily, is he? Oh my god. Hang on. What? Oh my god! Ashton with the ace stomp. Out of nowhere, literally, he just stomped the head of the former champion into the ground. Oh my god! Ashton has beaten Hunter Hand. Clean. Clean. What did we just see here tonight? The Ace just beat the former world heavyweight champion. Or a former world heavyweight champion, not the, but... What did we just see? Oh my god, that is the performance of a lifetime from Ashton. I don't know about you guys, but that should re-establish Ashton as a legitimate threat to the title. That's a win over Hunter Hand, the man who beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, but all of a sudden Hunter Hand has back-to-back losses on Monday Night Con. First, Johnny Souza in what was an incredible matchup where Souza dug down deep to become the #1 contender for the IC title. And now this week, Ashton defeating Hunter Hand in a one-on-one match. The Ace has Hunter Hand's number. I believe he's 3-0 against Hunter Hand. What a win for Ashton. But let's get to our main event now, everyone. It's time for the Women's Battle Royal. And if you remember earlier on here tonight, Candice LeRae fought her ass off against Rebecca Hellfritz in order to be in this matchup. So, can Candice LeRae dig down deep and truly get this done? And we're going to speed up these entrances here with the power of video editing. Here comes Kayla Bernstein. That's right, because we got 6 women here, and we're going to get them all down to the ring fairly quickly. But Kayla Bernstein, her name has been cleared ever since the mystery attacker was revealed to be the Enchantress Melina, who is also going to be in this matchup. So very interesting, to say the least. And here she comes. Speaking of the devil, here comes the devil incarnate herself, the Enchantress Melina. And this girl had a hell of a debut just last week on Wednesday Night Bob. She took out Pam M, spat the green mist right in her face, made her debut, made her mark known, kicked her in the face a few times, a couple knees to the face as well. Melina is a scary individual who I really want to know more of. Tonight could be her time, you know. She is a new character inside of the CMU, and this is in fact her debut matchup. Can you imagine if Melina finds a way to pick up the win in this battle royal? That would be impressive, wouldn't it? I think it would be. But Melina, officially down here to the ring, and oh, she's not gonna like that very much. Listen to the music that's playing. It's Pam M. Pam M cutting off her entrance. You know, Melina wanted to do her full cool entrance, and Pam M saying, nah, I'm gonna play my music here because it's time for the huggable one to make her entrance with her wacky waveable inflatable 2 men's, her wacky waveable inflatable 2 men's, her wacky waveable inflatable 2 men. They're here, and Pam M walks down to the ring. Oh, change of music as well, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the former Wednesday Night Bob Women's Champion. It's Wanda. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say right here, Wanda has a grand opportunity in this matchup. Rebecca Hellfritz, if you think about it, going into Conmania, the 2 champions were Wanda and Rebecca Hellfritz. It just makes sense for Wanda to want to try to capture back that title. You know, it really does. But here comes Candice LeRae, and after her hard-fought match earlier tonight against Rebecca Hellfritz, she has earned this opportunity at an opportunity. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be saying she's beaten the champion. Why doesn't she get an actual one-on-one title shot? Well, you know, Candice LeRae, one win here inside of the CMU does not equal a title shot, even if it's just against the champion. You know, she lost just last week to Casey Rose, so I think it was more than fair to give her another opportunity here tonight. But Candice LeRae, can she get it done? We will find out. Or is she too exhausted from earlier in the match, or earlier in the night? It's entirely possible Candice LeRae is way too gassed in order to get the job done here tonight. Oh, Casey Rose in a little bit of trouble. And you take a look at Wanda, who is targeting Candice LeRae on the far side, and Pam M being targeted by Kayla Bernstein. Now that's very interesting because Kayla and Pam M were kind of linked together for a little bit right there with who was the mystery attacker. Pam M now sent into the corner by Kayla Bernstein. And she goes right back after her there. But Candice LeRae, oh, what a face buster to Wanda. And Wanda already has, I don't know what to say. She's in a little bit of trouble. That's the word I'm looking for. And then Candice LeRae takes down Pam M from behind. So all of a sudden, Candice LeRae already looking for maybe her first elimination of the matchup. Looking to put Pam M over the top rope. Yes, Candice LeRae looking at Pam M. Here she goes for her first elimination. No! Oh. The hearts and dreams, the hopes and dreams of Candice LeRae shattered here tonight at the hands of Pam M. She was just too gassed from her match earlier against Rebecca Hellfritz, where she fought tooth and nail for this matchup here tonight. And she's the first one eliminated. Oh, good try, Candice LeRae. Thanks for coming out. But now, the Enchantress Melina trying to eliminate Pam M, and you know that she would be so happy if she found a way to eliminate her here tonight. Kayla Bernstein hangs on the far side there, but Pam M finds a way out of that one. Now Casey Rose sees her target here against the Enchantress Melina. Goes for a back elbow and knocks down Melina as well. Now into the corner, Casey Rose gets caught by Melina. Turned right around, spinning back fist there, but Pam M reverses that one, sends Casey Rose into the corner. Big boot reversal as the three of them are still fighting with everything they've got. Melina wants to be the one who eliminates Pam M. But Kayla Bernstein now, you know what? Kayla Bernstein instead says, nah, I'm just going to choke her out across the bottom rope. Melina right back on the offense with Casey Rose, and Casey Rose really wants this win. I'm going to go ahead and say Casey needs this win. Oh my God! Oh! Casey Rose with the Rose Thorn delivered to Melina. Big time finishing maneuver there from Casey Rose. And now a backstabber to Kayla Bernstein. Melina's up against the ropes there. Casey Rose trying to go for an elimination, but instead she turns her attention to Pam M. Not choosing to eliminate the Enchantress for whatever reason. And now looking to eliminate Pam M in the corner. Pam's in a lot of trouble, but the ever-resilient Pam M is now up on the top turnbuckle. Pam M might have to fight to get out of this one. Back elbow, and she finds a way. Pam M now spinning back fist catches her. I think Wanda just hit the Wanda Destroyer there on Kayla Bernstein, her finishing maneuver as well. But take a look at Melina. She's just watching the offense unfold here tonight. Melina now just shoves back Kayla Bernstein. Is Melina gonna go for a little elimination on Kayla? Wanda. Oh, super kick delivered, and down goes Kayla Bernstein. Get eliminated there, girl. Get eliminated. And Wanda now hanging on the ropes for dear life. Pam M trying to eliminate her as well. Pam M's actually got an elimination, and the Enchantress Melina's got an elimination, believe it or not. Wanda now going to try to eliminate Melina. Melina kicks her right on the leg. Takes her down. And Pam M, oh no, on the outside, Melina. Is Melina going to find a way to eliminate Pam M? Melina gets reversed there by Pam. Pam now, oh, just gets reversed once again. Caught her out of nowhere. And Casey Rose is working on Wanda as well. We're down to our final four here in the 6-woman Battle Royal matchup to determine the #1 contender for the Women's Championship. Wanda now trying to eliminate Casey Rose. Trying to eliminate her. She's got her hung up over the top rope. Casey Rose hanging on for dear life. Casey with nowhere to go. Casey, is she going to be eliminated here at the hands of Wanda? Oh, but Casey finds a way down out of that one. And it looks like Melina continues to focus all of her attention here tonight on Pam M. But Wanda now in a little bit of trouble, hung up there. Casey Rose trying to eliminate Wanda. She does so, sends her over the top rope, and now Wanda hanging on with dear life. Oh, Pam M eliminated by Melina, and we are down to the final 3. Melina costs Pam M the match here tonight again. She cost Pam M the chance to become the #1 contender. But we are down to 3. Melina, Rose, and Wanda. Who's going to pick up this win? Casey Rose throws her into the corner. Wanda now goes right back after Casey Rose. Goes for a maneuver, but she got reversed. And Melina's so proud of her work so far. She's so proud of the fact that she eliminated Pam M. Uh-oh, Wanda doesn't want to be there. You don't want to be there against Melina. The Enchantress trying her best to eliminate Wanda right now, but I don't think she's got enough here. Wanda hanging on? Yes, she does. She hangs on there. Now a forearm right across the back. Wanda sees an opportunity, and she hits her neck breaker. Oh my God, is she thinking Wanda Destroyer? Is she thinking Wanda Destroyer? Oh my God, here it is, Wanda Destroyer out of nowhere. And she connects on all of that one, but Melina no-sells it. What? The no-sell from Melina here. And now back on the offense. Wanda, oh, driven down into the mat with a brain buster. Casey Rose, what a clothesline. And once again, the winner of this matchup will become the new #1 contender for the Women's Championship. Wanda, though, or not Wanda, Melina wrestles out of that one. Casey, is she gonna be in a little bit of trouble? Melina puts her up against the ropes, and Melina hits the clothesline, and Melina has eliminated the evil Rose Thorn, Casey Rose, and we are down to 2. You've got Wanda, the former women's champion who has never had her one-on-one rematch for that title, versus the newbie, the Enchantress Melina. Either Wanda or Melina is going to Backlash to face Rebecca Hellfritz. Who's gonna win? Now into the corner, Wanda looking for something here. She's looking for something big, trying to eliminate her. Up there, across the top turnbuckle. Melina does not want to be there on Wanda. Wanda, you know, she's going to get countered, right? Melina's definitely going to counter out of this one. Melina is hanging on for dear life. Oh, my goodness. Melina, yeah, there's the counter with a straight right hand to the face of Wanda. But Wanda and Melina both back up to their feet at the same time. Wanda with a right hand reversed by Melina into the corner. Melina reversed by Wanda into the corner. Melina. Did Wanda seriously just go for a coast-to-coast instead of eliminating her opponent? I guess she did for whatever reason. I know she wants to make this match hers. She wants to stand out. She wants to send a message to Rebecca Hellfritz. But is this enough? Oh, what a coast-to-coast delivered there. And it looks like Melina's in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Lifted up to her feet. Melina up against the ropes. Wanda is the new #1 contender. Congratulations, Wanda. Wow. Congratulations. And now we finally get the one-on-one rematch between Rebecca Hellfritz and Wanda. One-on-one unified women's championship between the two superstars who had the titles before they became unified. Oh my, everybody. This is going to be a must-see matchup at Backlash. Wanda versus Rebecca Hellfritz. Hell to the yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the show here today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed. You can also check out our playlist for these new videos here inside of the CMU, including the late days of CMU Dark and the early days of Season 2 of Monday Night Con and Wednesday Night Bob. Thank you all for watching, though. I've been Con, and that was Monday Night Con.